Well, hey everybody, it's Bug Eater 64 here once again, and on this very fine day, which happens to be my birthday. Yeah, I'm old, and I'm older now. Anyway, we're going to do a flight. I've been having a lot of problems with X-Plane 11. I think it's more my computer than the software, but I've got some issues going on. I'm still working on them. But today I thought I'd try a flight in the Cessna 310. This is the L model, 310L, and you can see it's got my Air America Duet paint job on it. This was the first paint job, and you'll actually see the new paint job in this short video. But the thing that I wanted to share in this particular video is that we're taking off from an airport in Hope, Canada, and it's an airfield that has been there in that little area. It's a grass strip. It's 3,960 feet in length, 250 feet wide, and there's not a lot there to it. But it's an airfield for X-Plane 11 that I just went ahead and made. I found just the grass strip with no buildings on it. So I've been working today on putting, after looking at pictures and so on of the area and of the airfield, and it's still a work in progress, but I got this version out so that we could go ahead and give you an idea of what it looks like there. And so the buildings aren't the actual buildings, so little artistic license, but it was a lot of fun. And so we did this short little flight from Hope, which is CYHE as the designator, to Vancouver International, CYVR. And we did it in a little twin engine. Everything went extremely well, and I hope you enjoy it, because it's going to be short, not real long, but I sure hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on the other side. So here we are in the Cessna 310L at Hope, CYHE, and you can see it's, just like it is in the real world. It's just a big grassy area that they've turned into a little airstrip. It's 3,960 feet long and 250 feet wide. So we're at one of the parking areas right in front of the administration building, and we're going to get the airplane started and get on our way. So here we are getting the left engine started here. Switches are on. Everything's looking pretty good. There we go. Started right up. That's the fastest that engine's ever started for me. So let's get the right engine started. This is an old school twin engine prop aircraft, and but we do have the Garmin 530 in it, so we'll be using that for some navigation. Second engine started here. Everything's looking good. Got our avionics on. So it won't be long now. And we will be ready to move. We'll get all our lights on. And wouldn't you know, my old friend Dion Sol has his virtual airline Solus Wings present here at this little airport. Can't go anywhere now without finding him. Of course, I had forgotten that I had changed that hangar and building for another one of our airports, and didn't realize it until after I saw it. But it worked right where it is, so we're just going to leave it. Still got some things to do with the administration building, like get some signage up saying where we are and things like that. But I've had a good time today working on this little airport. It's a short little flight to Vancouver International. It's just a little under 60 miles. Now, all the scenic stuff you see, the mountains and trees and so on, that is all stock X-Plane 11. I still haven't quite finished the orthos for this area, but they'll be coming. Then we'll see how that changes it in a later video. Excuse me while I take a drink. So we'll start to move our little Cessna 310 down to the far end of the runway, which would be actually runway 7. Excuse me. The number designation for this runway is 7 and 25. And the end we're going to is the end is runway 7. And there's that little pad you see up above the airplane there. That's my little fueling station. And that looks just like the one that's at the actual airport, which I thought was kind of cool. Now this airport does not have, little airfield does not have any radio contact. There's no frequencies at all for this area. So, and as you can see from the windsock, we got a crosswind, so it really doesn't matter which end we take off from today. Yeah, we'll get down here to the end of the runway, get our flaps set for takeoff, and we will get out of here. And in the real world, there are no taxiways or anything like that. This is strictly just a little, very tiny little airfield. I think it's it's called an air park. Regional Air Park. So, applying power. get up to speed. And we can rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Down this end, those containers you see there, little trailers, they do a lot of soaring or gliders flying in this little area. So the one end of the field they have set up primarily for the gliders, and the other is the regular general aviation aircraft. So, but as you can see, that's our little Hope Reg'L Airpark. And to start with, we're going to kind of run down the river valley a little bit as we gain altitude, so we don't run into any big rocks, more commonly known as mountains. And we'll start pulling back on RPMs about between 24 and 25. So at this point, everything is going absolutely perfect. And so what we're going to do here is, this was completely uneventful, and so we'll see you now as we approach Vancouver International. Yeah, you see that little right up there? That's Vancouver International Airport, and that's where we're headed. Now, this video was made from replay of the short flight, so you'll notice that some of the gauges aren't reading true, because at this point we're actually descending at about, well, you know, between 300 and 800 feet a minute, depending upon how close we are to the airport. I was using real world weather and so on, and it was just a very nice day. A little hazy, but other than that, Just a very pretty day to be flying. And you can hear in the background there a little bit, one of my Twitch friends, Twitch TV friends, Buster the Destroyer. She does a lot of Star Citizen, and it's you get a chance, check her out. She's a lot of fun. She's the person that turned me on to my favorite kind of pickles. They're a hot, spicy pickle from Texas. Really good. She's the one that turned me on to them. And as we fly by the airport, we're going to head out over the water a little bit, and we'll turn around and be landing on runway 08. And I won't be landing at General Aviation. I'm just going to land at one of the terminals. This is just a test flight. And that has worked extremely well. Quite happy with the results. Okay, very shortly here we're going to be starting to make our turnaround. There we go. Start getting some flaps down and some gear down. And there's runway 08. Just watch our shadow come up to us. Slow down, let her float down to the runway. Nice, easy touchdown. Just let it roll out and slow down. And I'd like to welcome everybody to Vancouver International Airport. Nice easy flight. Okay, so we got the flaps all cleaned up. I'll just pull straight ahead up to the terminal. Call it a day. Okay, pull up here, stop. Yeah, shut her down. Just like that. Okay. Get that out of the way so I can get to these switches. Avionics off. Magnetos off. Fuel pumps off. And the battery off. And the bird is to bed. Oh yeah, turn the fuel off. Turn the fuel off. Alright. So let's make a double check. All switches are off. Power is off. So our bird looks like she's ready to spend the night. Well, welcome back. Bug Eater 64 and my zombie friend here. Sure hope you enjoyed that flight. It was a nice little flight. Uneventful, and just a great lot of fun. So first uneventful flight I've had since I had my problems with SSD drive that died and took all my X-Plane 11 files with it. I've had to rebuild them because I keep my aircraft and scenery usually in other locations. So with that, thanks again for riding along with us. Sure hope you enjoyed the flight, and if you did, sure hope to see you again soon. So this is Bug Eater 64 signing off, and as always, safe flying.